Welcome to another hsextra.com high school football video, Coach's Clipboard Edition. I'm Joe Serrera, and I'm joined again this week by Grimsley Whirlies head coach Darryl Brown. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it.
Your Whirlies played one of the best high school football games I've seen in a long time Friday night, beating Huff 40-37 in three overtimes. Now that one has had a chance to kind of sink in a little bit, what stood out about that game in your mind as you looked at the film and everything else?
I mean, just the plays that were made by both teams.
Mm-hmm.
I think both teams played at a high level, made big-time plays when they had to make them. A lot of really good players on the field from both sides.
Yep.
And just how hard both teams played. I thought that both teams played with tremendous effort. And, it was a game that nobody really lost. We just kind of found a way to make a couple plays there in that third overtime, the goal line stand, and then the kick by Jackson just kind of found a way to win. But I just thought both teams played extremely high level football and then played extremely hard as well.
Mm-hmm. After a game as emotional as that one was, how do you get your team refocused for another big game Friday night against Weddington?
I mean, I think that's easy because the job's not finished.
Mm-hmm.
And, we met yesterday before we start film. We always have a team meeting. And, I mean, that's the first thing we said, great win on Friday, but we've had several great wins during this stretch. And new week, back to work because our ultimate goal we have not accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
And so, just talking to the guys about job not being done. And we got another challenge, a huge challenge this week against a really good football program and team. And our guys understand that it's time to go back to work. And we had a great practice on Monday night.
Yeah, once you've won a state title, that's the standard, and anything less is, that's not what you're competing for. I get that. This week you face, speaking of state championships, a Weddington program that was dominant in Class 3AA before the realignment, won multiple state championships, sent numerous big-time players on. They're still one of the best in 4A now that they've moved up. What do you see from the Warriors as you prepare for them?
Really tough, disciplined, hard-nosed football team.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, they got good players, a lot of good players, well coached,
mm-hmm.
very sound in all three phases. And I think the thing that really that jumps out at you from film, besides their good players and what they're doing schematically, is just how hard their kids play.
Mm-hmm.
And the people I've talked to and stuff said, you're going to get everything they've got every single snap. Mm-hmm. And I have a tremendous respect for that. We try to get our teams and our players to play with that same effort all the time and toughness. And those guys do a great job down there, and they've had a lot of success playing that way.
Mm-hmm. Who stands out in your mind from this Weddington team as you prepare for them?
Well, I think their whole defensive unit's extremely good. I think they're very sound on the defensive side of the ball. You watch film and you never really see them give up any big plays.
Mm-hmm.
They do a great job tackling, rallying to the football. That's because of the effort they play with. Up front, I think they're really good. They give you multiple looks with the defensive line, and they're always kind of moving those guys around. Linebackers are very solid. And like I said, the secondary, never see anybody really ever get behind those guys. They keep everything in front, do a good job tackling. Offensively, they got several good players. The quarterback's very solid, big kid, can make all the throws that's needed to make. I think their receiving core is probably their best group. Number 2, the slot receiver is a really good player, 9 and 8 on the outside. And then they bring in 18 and play him. He's a tall, big target guy on the outside as well. Multiple running backs that are all very good players up front, really good. And then they got a tight end, number 1, that really stands out on film. Big kid, good blocker. They get him involved in the passing game. They'll get him involved in screens as well. He'll go back and take snaps and run the football. Mm-hmm. So just a lot of really good all-around players that are really sound, that play hard and play tough.
Mm-hmm. This is your third week in a row playing a Charlotte area team in the playoffs. Is there a style of play that you see from the teams down there, or is it just they just got athletes and a lot of them?
Yeah, I think they're all a little different. We played Catholic, Independence, Huff, and
right.
Now obviously Weddington. All different styles a little bit and how they play, but they all do have really good players,
mm-hmm.
And they've all been really well coached, very explosive. So we've seen different styles of offense as well as defense each week, and that's kind of what makes the playoffs fun and challenging as well. So, I mean, Weddington's no different than those guys as far as, they're good at what they do. They're a little different than the teams we've seen,
Hmm.
but they got a brand of football that has been very successful for them for a long time.
Hmm.
And their kids understand how to play and play with tremendous high IQ. And then, like I said, the tremendous effort. So we got our work cut out for us, but our guys are excited for the challenge.
What does your team need to do Friday night to get back to Keenan Stadium where you guys won the spring title in 2021?
Yeah, well, and we talked yesterday in our meeting is just keep doing what we're doing. And I think I said that to you last week
Hmm.
when a lot of people, talking about Huff and just, their explosive playmakers and stuff. What do we need to do? We just need to keep being us.
Hmm.
And what we've done for the past 14 weeks, we found ways to win when some people may have doubted us. But our kids don't doubt. They believe in what we have going on. They believe in one another, and they believe they're going to find a way to win. And we just got to continue to play smart, not turn the football over, make stops, critical stops at critical situations,
Hmm.
which we did the other night, and we got to do it again this week. But just being sound in all areas, especially on special teams as well. I've been really proud of that group. Haven't had any huge plays, but we haven't done anything to really hurt us. And we had a big turnover the other night with our punt team,
Hmm.
being able to kind of recover the fumble when they muffed one. So just keep being us. Keep playing hard, playing together, playing with tremendous effort and passion. And if we do that, I think we'll put ourselves in position to have a chance to win.
Well, it should be another great game Friday night at Jamison Stadium, which is the 4A West Road has gone through Jamison this year right to the end. We look forward to seeing your guys and very good Weddington team on Friday night. Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. I appreciate it.